Thank you, Madam Chairman, and thank you, Madam Secretary, for being here. And I applaud you for your courage to make changes and the efficiency that is so needed that you're addressing that. You know, we've talked a lot about Pell Grants for short-term courses, and I got here in 2018. We were talking about it then. We continue to talk about it today. Can you just kind of expand a timeline of what you're looking at for allowing the Pell Grants or getting us to the position that Pell Grants can cover short-term courses?
Well, we'd like to do that, right away. And I think as we're looking, in the new budget, we'd like to see those short-term Pell Grants be part of that budget. Because I do think that is one of the best ways that we can get students into the economy and working right away. We had a little brief conversation about that before you joined. And it's one of the things that I've talked about for a long time, since back 2009 and 10, when I actually ran for the Senate in Connecticut. I was talking about those same things, that we needed a skilled workforce in our country because we are not fulfilling those needs and those requirements. And short-term Pell Grants will actually get people into the marketplace quicker. They're cheaper. They can be, we're hoping they could be 6 to 8 weeks. It's not the full term of a community college. And we can get them earning a living.
So you're hopeful within the next 1 to 2 years?
Oh.
Do you think that's a practical time frame?
I would hope it would be before that.
Great. That's what I'm hoping for as well.
And hoping, working with Congress to make sure that happens.
Yeah. And we've always talked about administration's wish for workforce-aligned apprenticeship-focused learning as well. And that is just so aligned with career and technical education training. That's so important in my state, and I know many states. But the initiatives happening in Mississippi, this is really important, and we're thrilled that, as Senator Britt was talking about Alabama, we had the Mississippi Miracle that, we were 49th in one time in fourth grade reading. We're in the top 20 now. So it just shows that if you're intentional about something, you can accomplish it.
And you did it at the state level without the interference of the federal government.
We did it at the state level because we were intentional about doing it. But as such, career and technical grants are especially important to me and my constituents. Please provide us the details about the Department of Education's proposed FY26 budget for these career and technical programs.
Well, really, we're looking very much across all states, and we're level funding CTE. It's not being reduced, in the current 26 budget. And I think, it's really the president has charged us to work with commerce and labor and all the different departments. We have about 43 different workforce development programs across government, and it's incredibly inefficient. So we would like to narrow that scope and work with different departments and find out exactly what we can do. And I think, Senator, you referenced about going with the Department of Labor. Those are conversations that are being held because can we be more efficient working across different departments? And that's what we really want to do and what we want to accomplish.
And let's talk about EIR grants, the Education, Innovation, and Research grants that are critical for boosting achievements in these high-need students. But Mississippi has received no grants from 2021 to 2024, despite the state facing challenges of medium incomes, low medium incomes, high rural student enrollment, and the teacher shortage that we're facing. In fact, no EIR grants were awarded to nearly two-thirds of the states represented by Republicans on the Senate Appropriations Committee. But California, New York, and Massachusetts awarded 49 separate EIR grants, totaling more than $300 million. But I just feel it's important to note that there are no limits on indirect cost imposed by these grants. And do you agree that the EIR funds need to be reformed to optimize their program's impact so that direct resources are sent to the areas of greatest need?
Yeah, I'd like to work with you and get back to you on that. I'm not familiar specifically with what happened in Mississippi, but I would like to get back to you and work with you on that program.
Yeah, we know a specific that applied, so it's not like we're not applying. We're definitely applying.
Right.
But
in the competitive grant process.
Correct, but zero, absolutely zero of that. Okay, I'm out of my time, but thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Thank you to both of you for being here today. A few years ago, we worked really hard across the aisle to pass